I'm talking about the big mistake homeowners make when refinancing their home. Are you ready? Let's go! Hi, thanks for tuning in. My name is Dean Ueda and I am a real estate investor and realtor in Honolulu, Hawaii. One thing I really like about owning real estate is the ability to build equity over time through principal paydown and appreciation. However, the challenge homeowners have is how to access this built-up equity so they can use it. One answer is to refinance the property. I have two other videos where I discuss how refinancing works and if now is the right time for you to refinance. I'll put links to those videos in the comments below. I appreciate it when friends, investor colleagues, and clients want to discuss their financial situation, debt, and what I think the optimal use of leverage is in their scenario. In this video, I want to touch upon mistakes I see homeowners make when it's time to refinance. So for the sake of this discussion, I want to address the situation of homeowners refinancing their home to access their equity so they can use the funds for whatever reason they want. Maybe it's to pay for a big renovation, or maybe it's to have the down payment available to upgrade to a new home. You see, some of my clients use this method so they can buy first, then move to the new home, then sell their old home, allowing for just one physical move and not leaving the market. The mistake I wanted to talk about in this video is how the homeowner structures the debt refinancing. So the typical refinancing structure would be to get a new fixed rate amortized loan, a home equity line of credit, or a combination of both. Again, there is no one size fits all, and it largely depends on your current earning power. But my overall philosophy would be to minimize the amortized loan as much as possible and maximize the home equity line of credit, again, as much as possible. And when I say maximize, I would say keep the line of credit amount to a manageable amount to where you would be able to pay down the principal in 3 to 5 years. The rest of the debt would be in the fixed rate loan. And if your goal is to use the funds to upgrade to a new home, I'd refinance the existing loan balance, if any, with the new first mortgage and have the home equity line of ready to tap into. The mistake I've seen borrowers do is to refinance on their first fixed term mortgage with a bigger mortgage and have a small home equity line of credit. The problem here is that the borrower now has a lot of extra funds available from the big refinance first mortgage, not providing any benefit for them because they haven't purchased their new home yet, but they are paying amortized front-loaded interest on the related debt. That's why in this case, it's better to use the flexibility of the line of credit. It bothers me too why they decided to set up their debt structure this way, and I'm not blaming anyone because hindsight is 2020. I do know, however, that loan officers and lenders get compensated way more for initiating a 30-year fixed mortgage than a home equity line of credit. And that makes total sense since a $500K mortgage will earn lenders much more interest income than a $500K HELOC that may not even be tapped into. Again, I'm not pointing fingers at all, and besides, the traditional way of thinking is to lock that rate in at a 30-year fixed mortgage so you know exactly how much you'll be paying over the next 30 years. But in that sense, I am not traditional. Yes, that to me is the biggest mistake borrowers make when refinancing their homes. I don't want you to make that mistake too, so reach out to me if you ever want to discuss your situation. I totally hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love if you'd click the subscribe and click on the bell button so you get reminders on my weekly videos that come out every Monday. Thank you so much for watching, and in the words of Mahatma Gandhi, it is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. I'll see you next week.